students of class 6. Welcome back to our social science class. This is our session 7 and today we are going to see the lesson 2 of civics, that is achieving equality. Last class we learned that our India is a diversified country, right? Yeah, we have different people here, but is there equality? We are going to see that in our today's class. So the topics to be discussed today are: what is prejudice, causes for prejudice, what are stereotypes, inequality and discrimination, types of discrimination, remedial measures for abolishing inequality and discrimination, Constitution of India, and equality, that is the laws. So these are the topics that we are going to see today. I want you all to kindly listen carefully to our today's class. So let's start. What is prejudice? It is nothing but judging a person without knowing them. Here we might not know a person. They might be new to our class or they might be new to our apartment, but without even knowing about them, just looking at them, we might even judge them, right? We might talk behind them about them. That is prejudice, judging about them. This might be because of their religious belief or their skin color or their language or their accent, that is the way they speak, or their gender, that is maybe they are female or male, or their disability, they might have some disability, or this can be even based on their dressing style. So some of these are the main factors for prejudice. So now let's see the causes of prejudice. So the social factors that contribute in the rise of prejudice is socialization, that is mixing around with the people around, conforming behavior, that is when they regret to change due to the pressure, economic benefits, that is money, authoritarian personality, that is when they are dominating, ethnocentrism, that is the attitude of their ethics, group closure, that is when our group boundaries and their group boundaries don't match, and conflicts, which is due to the disagreements or the differences between the two. So this basically is the judging of a person without knowing him based on these social factors, that is prejudice. So moving on, let's see what is stereotype. Stereotype is formed based on the strong prejudice, and they are nothing but the false view that are made up by the society, that is the people. I want to give you a few examples based on stereotypes. 1. We hear that boys should not cry, only girls should cry. That is a stereotype. Boys can also cry is the truth. Secondly, we say grown women must not study. Instead, they must get married. That is also a stereotype. It's just a false idea created by the people. Thirdly, we say that a boy cannot do household work, that is like cooking, cleaning, but boys can also do these. Fourth, a woman cannot be a good entrepreneur, but a woman can also run a business and she can be successful. So these are few stereotypes that are made up or put by the society. But these are just false. The truth is just the opposite. So I hope you understand what are stereotypes. Moving on, let's see about inequality and discrimination. Inequality is nothing but the difference in treatment. It might be because of the caste or the religion or their gender or the race, that is the color. And discrimination is nothing but the negative action, that is treating one person high and the other person low. This might also be based on their color or the class, middle class, high class, low class, or the gender, female, male, or the religion, Muslim, Hindu, Christian. So inequality and discrimination are mostly based on the caste or the religion or the gender or the color. So they are nothing but treating one higher and the other lower. There is no equality between the both. So they are not treated equally. Okay? So there is an act, that is Article 15(1). The article says that the state shall not discriminate any citizen on the ground of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them. So we are not supposed to discriminate anybody based on these things. But if you do these things, we can also be punished severely. So we must never treat anybody less. We must give them equal priority. So let's now see the types of discrimination. 1. Caste discrimination. So this is both dominant in inequality and discrimination. This was formed based on occupation. So the caste was formed based on their occupation, and this was severely fought by Dr. Ambedkar. So he fought for caste discrimination and he stood against this. So the second type of discrimination is gender discrimination. So here it might be based on health, education, economic and political inequality between the men and women. So the inequality between men and women is gender discrimination. While we go for job, men are seen very high while women are seen low. This is inequality between gender. So thirdly, it is religious discrimination. It is unequal treatment for someone based on their beliefs. This often ends up in conflict. So these are conflicts or fights between religions. These are discriminations. So when there is no proper equal treatment for both or every religion, this conflicts might arise. So fourthly, it is socio-economic inequality. Here the benefits of growth is not equal. So here the rich get richer and the poor are in the same level. They are not at all treated equally. So the four types of discrimination majorly is caste discrimination, gender discrimination, religious discrimination, and socio-economic inequality. So moving on to the next is measures to abolish inequality and discrimination. So yes, we know, right? Discrimination and inequality are not at all good. When somebody doesn't treat us equally, we get angry, right? For example, let's take our home situation. Imagine you have a brother. So you and your brother are at home. Your mom is making a good juice. Probably we'll take it as orange juice. So your mom is giving you a small tumbler of orange juice and your brother a huge tumbler of orange juice. You will feel very much hurt, right? You will feel really angry. That's how even these people feel. That is called inequality. There is no equality between your brother and yourself, right? So, this happens between religions, caste, and people groups. So, to abolish this kind of inequality, we must give health and education access for everybody. And secondly, we must introduce women to public life, that is, we must allow them to grow, we must show them the outside world. Then we must be open to learn about other religion, that is, we must accept the other religion people. Like we also have Christian friends, right? Or Muslim friends in our classroom. We must not tell them, no, don't come near me. You are different, I am different. But instead, we must accept them and be their friends. Thirdly, we must promote community dining, that is, we all must eat together. We might be rich or we might be poor, but all of us must be equal while eating. We can all sit together and eat. Thus, we can promote equality. Fifth, we can socialize with people of all type. That is, we might have neighbors or we might be going out. That time we can talk to others and we can be friendly with everybody. That in that way we can abolish the inequality and discrimination. So last is implementation of the law. That is, we have few laws in this country. Let's see what are they. They must be implemented. So the laws are Article 14. That is, here India provides equality before law. So nobody can be discriminated. Everybody is equal before India. There is freedom to speak and freedom to express the view for everyone. You can speak whatever you like, wherever you want. That is freedom. India provides that equality for everybody. You might be in any region or you might belong to any caste. No matter what, you can talk, you can express your view, you can celebrate your own festival, you can follow your own rules, etc. etc. Secondly, it is Article 17, that is, untouchability is totally abolished. We must not treat someone as untouchables or someone who is very lower than us. It is a crime and such things can be punished severely. And Article 15(1), as we saw earlier, that is, we must never discriminate anybody based on anything. Okay, students? So today we have seen prejudice, the causes for prejudice, stereotypes, what is inequality and discrimination, the types of discrimination, and then how to abolish the inequality and discrimination. And finally, we have looked on the laws in India. So when we follow all the laws and when we don't discriminate or when we don't put a divider between ourselves and others, we can be a country which follows unity in diversity, and there will be equality for everybody. So students, as good citizens, we must always be friendly with each other. We must never fight. We must never look down on each other. We must treat everybody equally. I hope you understood. So thus we will be achieving equality. So students, there we come to the end of our Civics Lesson 2, Achieving Equality. So thank you for listening, and I hope you all understood the lesson well. Thank you, students. Until the next class, take care and stay safe.